Cursed Kingdom, a tale of familial bonds. In a kingdom where family bonds were sacred, a young prince with brown hair stood beside his elderly father, the king, whose silver hair and wise eyes had seen many seasons pass. Yet, despite their royal lineage, a strange silence hung between them, a remnant of unspoken words and past disputes. The prince, once a carefree child, now faced the weight of his father's expectations and his own dreams, which seemed to pull him in different directions. In the meadow, he held his younger sister, a princess with golden hair, her laughter a reminder of the joy that once filled their home. The king, once a formidable warrior, now sought to pass on his skills to his son, hoping to bridge the gap between them. In the dojo, he trained the prince, whose brown hair glistened with sweat under the master's watchful eye. A grand feast was held in the kingdom's greatest hall, where the prince and king sat side by side, their faces a study in contrast. The prince's brown hair and the king's silver hair shone under the chandelier's glow, a testament to the kingdom's prosperity, yet the air between them remained tense. As night fell, the kingdom was veiled in a mystical fog, and the prince and king stood by a window, their silhouettes etched against the moonlit sky. The prince's brown hair and the king's silver hair were like shadows merging into the night, a symbol of their unspoken bond. In the kingdom's secret garden, where the air hummed with the songs of nightingales, the prince and king finally embraced, their arms encircling each other in a tender embrace. The prince's brown hair and the king's silver hair were entwined in more than just blood, but in a love that had been patiently waiting to bloom. As dawn broke over the kingdom, the prince and king stood together on a balcony, their faces alight with the morning's first light. The prince's brown hair and the king's silver hair caught the golden rays, a metaphor for the new beginning that awaited them, free from the curse of their past. Explore the impact of unresolved family conflicts on kingdom governance. In the council room, the young prince with brown hair furrowed his brow as he and his father, the elderly king with silver hair, struggled to agree on the kingdom's direction. Their unresolved disputes led to indecision at times when the kingdom needed firm guidance. The king's weariness was evident on his throne as he watched his son, the prince with brown hair, clash with the royal advisors. The tension from their familial conflict spilled over, undermining the authority of the crown and sowing discord among the court. A nobleman, seeking to exploit the rift, engaged the prince with brown hair in a heated debate. The elderly king with silver hair observed from afar, his inability to reconcile with his son weakening the kingdom's united front. In the solitude of the throne room, the king with silver hair contemplated the portrait of the royal family. The unresolved conflicts with his brown-haired son not only strained their relationship but also threatened the legacy and stability of the realm. The prince with brown hair stood on a balcony, his gaze heavy with concern as he overlooked the kingdom. The ongoing strife with his father, the king with silver hair, made him question his future role and the impact of their discord on the people below. In a private chamber, the princess with golden hair spoke earnestly to her brother, the prince with brown hair, pleading for unity. Unseen, the king with silver hair listened from behind a door, the weight of his kingdom's fate hanging in the balance. During a meeting with foreign dignitaries, the tension between the king with silver hair and the prince with brown hair was palpable. Their unresolved issues cast a shadow over diplomatic relations, as allies and foes alike questioned the kingdom's stability. Under the moonlight, the prince with brown hair trained alone, his swordplay sharp yet his expression torn between determination and inner conflict. The unresolved issues with his father, the king with silver hair, fueled a fire within him, but also threatened to consume his sense of duty. In the treasury, the king with silver hair and the prince with brown hair both reached for the royal crown, their reflections caught in the polished gold. This moment symbolized the crux of their conflict, the struggle for control and the fear of what the transfer of power might bring. In a rare moment of peace, the prince with brown hair and the king with silver hair sat together, examining an old family tapestry. It was a silent acknowledgement that their shared history and love for the kingdom might yet heal the wounds of their past.